A sports-related issue that many people are battling today is whether or not the new fields that are being made are actually better than old fields. The argument is over natural grass fields compared to turf. Turf appears to be nicer, but there are many factors that make me believe that grass is superior to turf. Many of you guys have actually played on them or gotten a step on them. You'll probably agree that grass actually feels a lot better. I think all fields should be grass because there are less injuries, there's less hazards, and it's also a lot less expensive. Substituting turf for grass can cause more harm than good. At first, the temperatures can be really high. According to uark.edu, temps can reach 200 degrees with an average of 157 degrees, and real grass only reaches 104 degrees in the same temperatures. Coaches have tried irrigation, but it doesn't last very long. It cools down for like 20 minutes. Second problem is there's increased infections. Turf can't decompose things like grass can, so it just sits on top. Players can get MRSA or staph. And they get them through like turf burns from the turf. According to momsteam.com, athletes who use synthetic turf are 7 times more likely to get these type of burns than those who play on grass. And third is there's an increased risk of injuries caused by the turf. As seen on uark.edu, there's data that traditional turf fields increase athlete injury primarily due to increased surface hardness. And also the surface will take a larger toll on players because it's a lot harder and it'll break your body down, possibly for more injuries. And even a survey on the NFL players was taken, and they too believe that the surface is a big change and they want all fields to be grass. And due to the materials used, it still has a few people worried because there are a lot of hazards with it. The first hazard is lead. And stated on cville.com, we know older turf products contain chemicals associated with asthma, learning disabilities, and cancer. And this is because instead of dirt like a normal field, they use little ground up tire pieces. And the second hazard is a zinc hazard, and zinc has been recently related to cardiovascular problems. And along with zinc, you can also find other metals like arsenic and chromium. The last hazard is the environmental hazard. As seen at njea.org, a natural grass field supports birds, animals, and insects. It generates oxygen, reduces greenhouse gases, and filters and purifies rainwater, and turf does not. Also, the tire pieces end up everywhere. This helps spread all of the bad little like zinc and lead to maybe drinking sources. They get all on your shoes, they travel everywhere, so it doesn't just stay on the field. And on top of all that, turf fields are actually a lot more expensive to put in than grass fields. Just to put them in, it'll be $85,000 to $1 million. And along with that, there's also a huge maintenance expense. According to turfgrasssaw.org, Michigan State University spent $22,000 on the football field maintenance and can expect to spend $8,000 to $82,000 to purchase all the equipment necessary for the maintenance. Ultimately, turf fields are no competition for grass fields. Having a grass field has many perks to it. It gives back to the environment, doesn't contain harmful components, and it's easy to fix. And I think turf kills everything. Even after it's torn out, the ground's pretty much still dead, and it pollutes. So what would you rather prefer, a dangerous field that pollutes or a natural sports field that's safe for players and also safe for the environment?